I haven't played too many games here. I remember coming in '95. It was my first time, and really didn't play in September. And Bernie missed a flight from Puerto Rico. Sorry, imagine that. So I got one at bat. I remember hitting a double, and then I got pulled from the game. But other than that, I think when did they go to nationally? Was it '97?
97.
97. So I came here in '96, and then last time we were here, what I remember the most is University of Michigan softball team won the World Series that we were here. So I was running back and forth to see if they were going to win. So I unfortunately, I haven't played here too much, but I do have some memories.
I've seen that double described as one of your first big hits or your first big hit. Is that accurate, or did it feel like a big hit at the time?
It was because, we didn't clinch the wild card till the last day of the season that year. So, I wasn't supposed to play. I think I was just up here so I can sort of watch and soak in the environment, and then I ended up playing. So it was a big hit for us at the time.
Is this a different feeling being here, though, now? I mean, Brewers used to be in the American League, now the National. You don't play them as much. It's a little different feeling when you're coming to Milwaukee to play the Brewers.
Yeah, because I think this may be the longest stretch we've had in terms of going to different stadiums and interleague play. I can't remember it being, what was it, 2005 you said it was? I mean, it's 9 years ago. I don't think it's been that long between visits to any other stadium. So it's a little different because we haven't been here as frequently.
You've already racked up a bunch of gifts along your farewell tour here. I know it's early in the season, but what has this season been like for you early?
It's been like pretty much like any other season, because it's kind of difficult when you're trying to play and help the team win to think about everything being your last. We've only had 2 stops where it's our last time there. One was Houston at the beginning of the year, and then Anaheim just right before this. So it's been the way the fans have treated me. It's been pretty special. Those are the things that I'll remember, but it's still early in the season, so I'm trying not to focus on that.
Any idea what the Brewers might give you as a gift?
I don't know. I'm not anticipating anything. I don't expect to go places and people to give me gifts, so I have no idea.
Joe Torre at the Braves honor roll ceremony yesterday said that your character will be your greatest legacy, and that younger players should really maybe take even more appreciation of that. Is that something that you take the most pride in as you look back on 20 years in your career and everything?
I think you are who you are. I don't try to act a certain way. I think if it was a front, so to speak, I think playing in New York, they would have figured it out by now. So I try to be respectful of the game, my teammates, my opponents, the fans. But that's how I've always been. And it was great to hear him say that, but I don't think it's something that you're conscious of.
So you're a Midwest guy that played in New York, growing up in Michigan and stuff like that?
I grew up in Michigan, yeah. I was born in New Jersey, but I grew up in Michigan, and now I'm in Florida, so I've been all around.
Derek announced yesterday that Torre's number is going to be retired at 9.
Is that right?
Yeah, well-deserved honor.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, he deserves it. He's going to go down as a great Yankee, not just a great Yankee manager, but he's meant a lot to this organization. And when are they doing that?
I don't remember the exact date. Not for a while. Just a couple guys.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's well deserved, and we have a great relationship. I've said it before. He's been like a second father to me throughout my career, playing for him, and even now. Even though he's not the manager here, we still have a close relationship. So I'm extremely happy for him. I think he's coming today, so is he? Good. I can't wait to congratulate him.
Derek, who's the next Yankees captain?
Bro, I don't know.
There's been so few.
I have no idea.
You've had that one for a long time.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't thought about it. I don't know.
How are you feeling physically after the injury last year?
Good. I feel good. Yeah, I'm not thinking about anything. So yeah, I feel good. I worked extremely hard this off season to get ready for this year. So up to this point, I feel great.
What do you like about this Brewers team this season?
I'd be lying to you if I said I know a lot about them. I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you said, we don't play them. We haven't played them much. I know they've been winning a lot. I'll learn a little bit more because we have a meeting here shortly. But I don't know a lot about National League teams just before we go. We have a lot of teams we got to focus on, especially in our division.
Derek, what's CeCe like as a teammate? He was so huge for the city back in 2008 that we wonder what he's like nowadays.
Well, he's a bad teammate. No, CeCe's great. I mean, he's a great guy. He's been our ace for a while. He's pitched some big games for us. We expect a lot out of him each and every time he's on the mound, and he's real personable. Fans love him, and you ask all his teammates, they'll tell you that he's a great teammate.
Do you remember your signing scout, Dick Roach, and what he said to you when you were an amateur, when he was looking at you?
Oh, the thing with Mr. Groach is he didn't speak to me much when I was in high school. I knew who he was because I played summer ball with a player who had been drafted by the Yankees, and he was following him around, and I was a Yankee fan. So once I found out that he worked for the Yankees, I'd always sort of look around and see where he was. But we really didn't speak too much until after I was drafted.